In this video, I'm going to explain how you can fly on separate tickets to get to your final destination, what the risks are, and how to reduce these risks. It will save you money, save you hours of travel, or sometimes get you where you need to go when there are no other options. At the end of the video, I'll tell you about my big mistake and how to avoid it. Let's start with an example. Say you want to fly Dubrovnik to Lisbon. There are no direct flights. Turkish Airlines has a flight via Istanbul, but what are your other options? You could fly with one airline from Dubrovnik to Barcelona, for example, and another airline from Barcelona to Lisbon. The flights on Turkish Airlines are sold together, but the flights via Barcelona are on two separate airlines. If you can't buy them together, you'd have to buy them separately, hence separate ticket flying. This is legal and the airlines don't mind either, but it is risky. If the first flight is delayed, you might miss your second flight. Let's consider the case of flying on Turkish Airlines on one ticket and missing your connection due to a delayed flight. Turkish Airlines still needs to get you to your final destination without charging you more. They may even give you compensation. Now let's look at the case when buying separate tickets and missing your connection. You're out of luck. In our example, you're in Barcelona with no ticket to Lisbon. So how can you make this work? Are there ways to reduce the risk, or at least plan for it? You can buy flexible flights, so if your first flight is delayed, you can change your second flight. Sometimes flights are so cheap, you can buy two options for the second flight. For example, if flights are only €15, you could buy one with a 2-hour layover and one with an 8-hour layover. Or you can be flexible, find yourself stranded in Barcelona, cancel your trip to Lisbon and just stay and enjoy Barcelona. It might not be your first choice, but a missed flight never is. If you want to reduce the risk of missing your second flight, you can plan some time in Barcelona. Plan to have the whole day there or stay the night. This way, if your first flight is delayed, you're unlikely to miss your second flight. Sometimes it's more relaxing to have 12 or 18 hours overnight at a hotel than have two flights on the same day. It's all about options, and this gives you options so you can choose what's best for you. Separate ticketing can work especially well if it gives you a layover somewhere you want to go. If you're an Australian going to the US, why not stop off in Hawaii? If you're an American going to Europe, have a weekend in New York or London. If you're a European going to Australia, stop off in Tokyo. Give yourself enough time to get out of the airport, go see something new, get a meal, or get a good night's sleep. Alright, so we've covered the basics of flying on separate tickets. That's enough for part 1. In part 2, I'm going to do a deep dive into a more complex scenario where I flew on separate tickets. I thought I had the perfect plan. A few things went wrong, and I also made a huge mistake. So if you want to hear about that, comment below, let me know. That's all for now.